3 months after the October 7th terrorist attack by Hamas, families and loved ones of hostages are still anxiously waiting for the release. Israel believes that 107 hostages are still alive and still being held by Hamas in Gaza. Let's bring in Dor Steinbrecher. Hamas kidnapped his 30-year-old sister, Doron Steinbrecher, from kibbutz Kfar Aza. Dor, thank you so much for being here. I can't imagine what it's been like. You learned that your sister was kidnapped through a frightened voicemail she left saying, they got hold of me, they caught me. What went through your mind?
Yeah, correct. On October 7th, I currently live in Israel Center, not in the kibbutz Kfar Aza where my two sisters and parents live. So on the October 7th, around 6:30 a.m., we had a missile rocket alarm.
Yeah.
So I woke up and opened the news, and I saw there was really mess and alarms on the Israeli South area. I picked up my phone and reached my family, and they told me that there is a terrorist attack in the kibbutz. And I tried to reach my two sisters and make sure they're okay. Each one of
You're the older brother?
Different. I'm the older brother.
Yeah.
Dawn is my younger sister. And she was living in an apartment on the kibbutz where all the young people and students and all the soldiers live.
Yeah.
And she had a phone call with my mom around 10 a.m. She called my mom. She was crying on the phone, telling she's lying under her bed in her safe room. After she locked the door and put a couch and the refrigerator behind the door. She thought it would be enough. It wasn't. They go inside her apartment, took her, and there's the voice message she sent to her friends. Few seconds when she's telling that she's been kidnapped, and you can hear the Arabic.
Oh, you can hear Arabic in the background.
Arabic in the background and sound of shooting.
Have you any evidence that she's still alive? Are there photographs or other hostages who have been freed who saw her?
No, unfortunately not. And all the hostages who came back, no one saw her.
No one saw her
in Gaza, and we didn't have any sign of life from us.
Well, that doesn't mean she's not alive. They're all separated. Your sister takes medication daily, and I know your parents reached out to the Red Cross.
Yeah.
To help ensure that she's able to get that medication. What did the Red Cross have to say?
Oh, first of all, my sister should take a medicine on a daily basis, and probably she hasn't taken it from October 7th. Like all other of the hostages who need medicine and didn't get it. And my mom had a few meets with the Red Cross. And she told them, my sister need to get her medicine.
Yeah.
And they told her that we should care more about the Arab people on the other side.
That you should care more about what's happening to the people in Gaza?
Yeah, and less about our beloved one who didn't get the
Wait a
medicine.
second. So your sister takes medication every day. She was taken hostage. She's a civilian. She was taken hostage by Hamas 3 months and a few days ago, or 3 months and 1 day ago. And your parents told this to the Red Cross in the hope that they would be able to get the medication to her wherever she is. And their response was, you should be worried more about the people of Gaza? That's what the Red Cross said to your parents?
Yes.
That's
Sadly.
shocking.
Yeah, very shocking.
You must be worried about your sister, Doron. I mean, I know there's a lot of fear about what's happening to all the young women.
Yeah.
Teenagers, girls in their 20s. Doron is 30.
Yeah, we all saw the evidence and the testimonies and the article of the New York Times about the
Yeah.
sexual violence, which happens on the October 7th on the party, and after that in the Hamas captives, and it's very scary.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
There are still people in this country, and I cannot wrap my head around it, who, when there are posters of Israeli hostages put up on the streets of America, not saying this is why the IDF is doing what it's doing, not connecting it, just expressing sadness that these people are missing. There are still Americans who rip down those posters, and I'm sure you've seen it by now, and I wonder what your message is to those people, and what do you want them to know about your sister Doron?
I want them to know not just about my sister, about each one of the hostages in Gaza. They are just citizens. Most of them pulled out of the beds on Saturday morning and taken to Gaza with no reason I can think about it. I want them to try to imagine that all of the hostages in Gaza, the babies, the women, the grandfathers, it's their family members, their family beloved ones, which need their help. And then think about what they did with the hostages posters.
We're going to keep covering Doron, and we're going to keep covering the hostages. Dor Steinbrucher, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.